Hey guys, welcome to Lounge TV. I'm Larry, and today I am repairing my roof. I had a leak in there. Not sure exactly what took place. All I know is I know the area because I went up in the attic and found it, so where it was coming down. So I'm going to replace roughly around 23 shingles. So I'm just going to show you how I do this. I'm sure there's many other ways to do this and everything, but this will be my first time ever actually replacing shingles. I never had to do that before. I put 2 roofs on this house, and this is the first time I ever had a leak. So I'm not exactly sure. Maybe there was something wrong with one of the shingles that is up there, or got a crack in it or whatever. And I don't see it when I was up there. So my first step is going to be go up on the roof. Now the tools I'm going to need for this, just to remove them, is going to be these 2 tools right here, which is my trusty old hammer and a what the heck is this called? I can't even think, but it's a pry bar. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, but it's a really skinny one at the top. I have heavier duty pry bar, but I won't need it for this, and because I don't want to damage shingles that I don't want to replace. So I'll show you what I'm going to do, and of course keep hydrated, especially if you're up on a roof, so because it's hot up there. So I will turn the camera back on once I get up there, so I'm not trying to carry too much at the same time. Getting older and older, don't like going up on the roof anymore. I'll meet you up there, guys. Alright, so I'm up on the roof now, and as you can see, I have a piece of vinyl that's over the area. I marked the shingles that I want to remove, and now it's just a matter of going to take this vinyl out and take these shingles out. Now, from what you want to do is you're going to want to start. So these shingles are coming out right here. This one, which I already have it loose right here. So I'll be taking this shingle out, and I think that's it. There's 2 up at the top here. So what you want to do is start here. You're going to have to peel this up and get these nails out of here, because these nails are also holding this one. So I'm going to have to go up here and pry it up here, and these I'll re-glue to put them down. It's going to be hard for me to film this and do it at the same time, so what I'll do is I'll do it in steps. I'll try to show you a little bit on top, but one of the first things I want to do is remove these blocks that I have up here and the vinyl, because vinyl's a little bit slippy. Excuse me, I just drank some water, so that's why I burped, but it's a little bit slippy. It's kind of an interesting view from up here, as you can see. Look at all the dead spots in my lawn. Yeah, it's pretty noisy because on this side of the house you hear a lot of the traffic going by and everything. So let me get to work now, and I'm going to carry these blocks off, and then I'll show you the first step. I got to be real careful with the camera. Put the camera in a spot where it's not going to slide down off the roof, because can't be affording a new camera, especially after I just had to get a refrigerator. So there's 2 things that I told you bad luck happens in 3. Well, there's number 2. Actually, this would have been number 1, I think, because it happened first. And we're not sure if we have 3 bad things that happened so far, because the refrigerator went. I did hit my head that day, so I'm counting that as 3. I think that should count as 3. Hit my head in Tom's room trying to see if the wallboard was wet, which it wasn't. We got really lucky. Like I said, the leak went behind his molding, his window molding, and came straight down. So got really lucky in that respect. So this shouldn't be that big a deal, but we'll find out. I'll turn the camera on in a little bit. Okay, just carried everything off. Now I just want to show you how I have it all marked, which shingles I want to take off. I put numbers on each one that I want to take off. So that's the whole section in there. The reason why I know that it's this section is because when it leaked, I went up in the attic and I saw where it was coming from, and then I went on the outside and I put a piece of vinyl, and the way I did the vinyl was I pulled up the shingle here and over here, put the vinyl underneath it, drove a nail into it here, which scarred this up, but I put some tape over that, rubber tape. It's really good stuff. This tape is I'm trying to think of what it is called. It's the one with the guy with all kinds of leaks and different stuff. Anyway, it's really good tape. I wish I could remember the name off the top of my head, but I'm really bad with that kind of stuff. So the first thing I want to do is, like I said, I want to take this shingle and this shingle, which the shingle goes all the way down to there. I'm going to take that out and this shingle out. But I'm going to have to loosen this shingle and this shingle. And that's where this comes in handy right here. I'm going to try to show you a little bit on this. With holding the camera myself, just to give you an idea of, so you're going to take the end of your pry bar and kind of get under here, but you want to do it kind of gingerly because you don't want to damage this shingle, you know, just kind of, because there's adhesive underneath each one of these, right? So you got to kind of break that up. And you got to be real careful because it can damage easily. You could probably use a putty knife for this too. There we go. Just kind of go down sideways after you get it like that. Okay, and the other thing you're going to also need is some roofing cement, in which I will get to that when I get to that point. I'm not there yet. That'll be for all these shingles. I'll be putting some of that underneath it, so that it can adhere back to it. It helps it, even on the new ones, you could do that on the new ones so they don't come up. It's not going to hurt anything. So I'm going to continue to do that, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, that was tedious, but I got it. So these are the ones I want to replace. So that means you want to loosen up the ones above it and the ones above that. And the reason why is because every shingle is going to have 8 nails in it. In other words, there's four that's going to be down here, and there's 4 that's going to be from this one going through that one. So, and you want to start at the top and work your way down. You'll be putting them on opposite. You'll be putting them on from the bottom coming up, but you want to go removing them. You want to remove them from the top down. So now what I'm going to have to do with this, as you can see the nails here, right? I'm going to have to get these nails out. Right, so I'll go under there, pull these nails up, and then I got to go to here, move this tool right here, and get those nails out right there, and that'll take this one out. Now I'll remove those 2, and then I can work my way down, which will be a lot easier once I get these 2 out, because the way it looks is like I have 2 here, 1 here, 2 here, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that, all the way down. And it's a tedious process, but just make sure you scar up the shingles some, and if you do, you're just going to have to put some extra roofing cement on those spots that you scarred up. It's not that easy to do, especially because that adhesive that's already on the shingles is very strong. So okay, I got the hardest part done, I think, and I'm going to continue to take these shingles off until I'm all the way down to the last 2. And then I will show you the next step after that, which is going to be the easy part, putting the new ones on. So, stay tuned. Okay, I just want to show you the progress that I made so far. This is just 5 shingles off right now, as you can see. So, again, like I said, it's tedious. Got to work my way down. Can't wait till I'm done this part. Can't wait to get down towards the bottom where it's more unstable. Hey, sounds like fun, huh? Anyway, very, very tedious. So I'll continue doing it, and I will show you. The next time I turn the camera on won't be until they're all off. So I'm going to take a break in a little bit so I can, because my pocket's filled up with nails. I'm not throwing them over the side because then people step on them, and that's no good. So I'll go down there, get some water, and take the nails. I've just been throwing the shingles off over the side of the house over that way so I can pick them up later, but they don't have no nails in them, so it's always something. I'm back. So I have it all done now as far as taking off all the pieces I want to. Now, as you can see, some of them will be coming all the way out to this edge right here, and so there'll be 2, then 1, then 2, and 1, but I start all the way at the bottom down there. The first thing I actually want to do is I'm going to get my leaf blower and blow all the loose stuff off of here before I go and start that. But this is the easy part coming up. That's just the nailing on there and then putting the roofing cement on there. So I will show you how to do that, but yeah, and this will stop my problem wherever that problem was, which I'm not really sure where it was. Somewhere's in here. But like I said, I found it, and that's the most important thing. And then now it's time to fix it, and then I don't have to worry about that. I can get off of this roof before I fall off it. All right, let me go get all my stuff. I got to bring my leaf blower up, blow that off, get my shingles, my replacement shingles, and my roofing nails, and then bring the caulk gun up last, and then with my roofing cement and hit all that. And while I'm up here, I decided I better do the sleeve that's on the vent pipe. Put some more on there because it's getting kind of cracked, if you can see. It's a little cracked on there. So I'm gonna put a little bead around there, even though it wasn't leaking there. Because that, I went up in the attic and I looked all around it. On the underneath side there was no water, so it wasn't that. Somewhere's down in there. Who knows why? I'll never know. I was always hoping that it was like, all right, maybe I'll see a scar on the shingle and know that it was a puncture hole and that's where it was going in, or else maybe it receded too much, because sometimes the shingles shrink a little bit. So I thought maybe a nail head got uncovered, but that wasn't the case either. So I don't know, but it's going to be fixed. That's all I know. So I'll turn the camera back on when I'm at that part. I already blew this off, all the little loose stuff off of it, and now I have like 23 shingles. I'm going to bring up almost 6 at a time. So this way I don't have to carry up a whole bundle. So I have my roofing nails. I'm using 3.5 inch. I'm hoping my hammer don't slide off of here. Galvanized roofing nails. Just because I'm going through 2 roofs, that's why I'm doing that. So, okay, so, oops, hammer tried to get away from me. So, what I did, there's nothing worse than when your hammer slides off the roof, and then you got to go down there and pick it up. What you want to do first is line this shingle up, right, with the other one that it's going to go butt up next to. See, you just slide it under there, right, get it there, and I'm going to have to come down here. It's very tedious, like I said, this kind of thing. Once you start getting these ones, but you want to line it up even with the other one, right? It's got to cover all the nails, right? Push that over as far as it'll go, and then you want to nail it about 1 inch in here. Let's see if I have the screen right. About 1 inch in here, and in two other spots in the middle, and then the same thing on this end. You're going to nail it there. This will be the little tricky one going under here. I got to hold this shingle up and try to hit it down without scarring the shingle or damaging the shingle. So again, I'm going to put the camera down. I can't show me doing this because of the angle of the roof, and I didn't want Tom to come up here and do the camera stuff. So I'm going to put this down, and then I'm going to hammer this one in, and the next one, and I'll show you guys when I get it completely done of what it's going to look like. I was just going to say I could show you the middle one because that would be easier, you know, because there's going to be 2, then 1, then 2, then 1, like that all the way up. But I really can't do that because I can't hold the camera and show you it at the same time unless I had my GoPro on, which I don't have, and I'm not getting down off the roof again because it hurts too much. But you get the gist of it. Anyway, 4 nails per shingle. I told you there's 8 of them in. That's only because the one that goes on top puts 4 more in this part of it up here. So that's why I told you 8. But you're going to go 4 per shingle, and then go all the way up to the top, and then I can come back with my caulking gun, and I'll show you guys that also when I am ready to put the roofing cement on. Okay, shouldn't take long now. Okay, so I have all the pieces in now, as you can see. That's all done. Like I said, that was the easy part to do. Except for when you get to near the top, because you got to bend the shingle to hammer it down. So my next step now is to get my roofing cement, put a little dab under all the ones, especially the ones that I peeled up that aren't new, and I'll put a dab on all of them. And like I said, I'm going to do that right there. But let me go get that, and then I'll head to the next part so you can check that out. But I'm very satisfied with it. Like I said, it's a tedious process, but that's why I always like when I did my roof, I ordered an extra square of shingles, which is 3 bundles, so it's nice having extra ones for when something like this happens. So anyway, guys, Uncle Larry fixing his roof. Now I have my caulk gun and my caulk. So what I have, let me get it out here so I can show you. It's liquid nails roof repair. So this is just roofing cement that I will put my caulk on. And I don't really need to show you guys this other than I'm putting a dab anywhere where a shingle is up. A nice little, you know, 1/4 inch round size glob of it. And then like I said, then I'm going to do that little vent right there, and I am done for the day. And I'm pretty sure I need at least 1 beer today. I think I deserve it. This was hard work. It's always hot up on the roof. At least it's not terrible. It's not in the middle of the summertime. But let me get busy on this, and then I'll show you it from the ground, the final project, or the project completed. See that? I'm getting delirious from the heat and the sun. All right, I'll turn it back on when I'm done. Okay, so Tom might have found me passed out on the roof. I'm not sure.
You were just taking a rest.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I am done. As you can see, that roofing cement is messy, and I'm gonna have a heck of a time probably trying to clean this off. But got on my ring. I hope it comes off my ring. It's only silicone. It was only a couple dollars, so it's not like real important. I think I have a pack of 5.
It's symbolic.
But the other ones are different color. I'm done. There, check it out. There it is. If you didn't know any better, you wouldn't even know that I did anything, would you?
Not really, no.
No. And like I said, most of the shingles, they have the little pads on there of tar and stuff. That the adhesive, when it heats up, it'll stick. They'll all stick, so I didn't have to caulk all the new ones.
Okay.
I had to re-caulk the ones that put roofing cement on the ones that I peeled up, because they won't be a good stick on there. So, which is basically every other shingle from the bottom all the way up to the top I had to do. And that stuff is a pain in the neck, because I hate caulking guns to begin with, no matter what kind of caulking, because it's like, you know, you squeeze it, comes out, you go to the next one, it's still coming out. It doesn't stop. It's a pain in the neck, and it's not like you do a whole bead of it like down there. You just do it in spots. So, right. But I got it done. I'm just glad I am, and hey, glad I got it done. If you need any of the things, like if you need that roofing, it's liquid nails. Tom will have it in the affiliate thing if we find it. Other than that, most of it was just my labor.
Yep, and you did a good job.
Thank you. And hopefully that's it. I don't have to do anything more in this lifetime with the roof.
Hopefully.
I hope. Until next time, guys, grab yourself some cold to drink, because I sure as heck am. Put your feet up and relax. I'll meet you at the lounge with a roof that doesn't leak.